They're sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wildcard Sunday, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wildcard Weekend here on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. On play action, it's Rodgers. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. That one will send him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Prescott. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The 16-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone, really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Prescott now from the 50. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. out. Now comes the Cowboys punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Mickens to return. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On play action, now Rodgers. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. A very solid gain of 27.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
To Gordon out left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Howard. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. 2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
To throw is Prescott. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
At the 18-yard line.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
18, 5, 70, Timberwolf. 18, Rattler. 18.
Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that is incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 48-yard line.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he finds Howard complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Buccaneers.
Now it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
A gain of 15.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. To the right side, complete to Miller. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Real quick. Nigga on that rapid pay the bills. Now I'm better, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself.
Ready? Get it. 70 Lions. 19 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let go.
Final play of the half. Prescott. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second
Here we go.
and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Now Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Elliott, toss right. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20.
Prescott down. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. And they'll send Miller in motion right. Rodgers to throw once more. This will be caught just inside the 10. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
Second and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, Rodgers. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. On the sneak, Rodgers. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. Still going. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. Inside give to Elliott. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. On play action, it's Rodgers. Short pass to Howard.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run it up the middle now, Gordon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And it's 3rd
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here's first down. Now Rodgers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They'll look to throw. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.